Rob C. the Hum from Woodward Street.
Well, I'm here at my gym and training one of my clients, and this is my client and Rob, and he got COVID before we started working out. He came back to me. He's a long time client of mine, but he came back recently. Like I said, my business has been picking up and stuff. And this is Rob here.
Hello.
And you had COVID, and so tell me tell the reader exactly what you went through with COVID.
Well, after I got tested on a Friday, I thought I was having allergies, just runny nose, coughing, sneezing. That I started taking Allegra like on a Wednesday. I got tested on Friday, and the doctor called and said that my rapid test was positive. And so I was supposed to quarantine, and they counted day 0 that Wednesday. So on December the 26th was my last contagious day. I didn't run fevers. I lost my sense of taste and smell probably into day 4. I suffered mostly from really bad migraine headaches, back pain. But one thing my doctor told me that I think helped me was to stay active. So I kept my routine. I'd get up in the morning, I was getting ready to go to work, I'd shower and change, eat. Even though I couldn't taste some stuff, I ate. I'd go out, take out the garbage, go up and down the stairs. I wouldn't lay down too much. As a matter of fact, I'd stay up all night just kind of watching videos and then kind of sleep on my sides, taking cat naps during the day. By day 8, things started to clear up a little bit. And then by day 10, I really felt much better. I think I was getting my sense of taste and smell back, like I said, day 8. The headaches lingered. They weren't migraine headaches, but I probably had them for a couple weeks after. And that's sort of been my story with my experience with it.
So you basically didn't run a fever, but you had the dysgeusia and this nausea. That's what the loss of sense of taste and smell,
Right.
and that's what I basically discussed in one of my videos. I mean, you know when you
It
lost.
comes on suddenly. I was putting on
It's
my
like
deodorant.
And you don't. I couldn't
smell it.
You couldn't imagine.
I couldn't taste. As a matter of fact, I made like fish and veggies one night, and I just got up and I threw it away because it was like I could not taste any of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. So that is the hallmark symptom of COVID is when you wake up and you can't smell or taste, go get tested for COVID. But do you think if I'd given you if you had that book, The Holy Protocol, that would have helped you during your journey with COVID?
Oh, I would have.
It would. You think it would have helped you?
I think you go above and beyond what I did.
Yeah.
I would come home and I'd wash my hands, but I wouldn't disinfect my shoes. So I'm walking around my apartment.
Yeah.
A lot of the supplements that you took to just boost up your immune system, I never did that. I didn't know anything about that. So
I wonder how you would have responded if you had started following the Holy Protocol as well. I mean, I think it probably would have helped you a little bit.
What I have read since and before, that people that do boost their immune system do the vitamin C's like you do, and the foods that
and the vitamin D
energy,
as well.
It helped them. I just wasn't aware of any of that. So you're right. If I had been working out with you at that time and maybe read your book, I could have done those.
Or even been watching the whole Holy Protocol YouTube series.
Yes.
That would have probably helped.
I agree, because I've read your book and I think it's awesome. There's a ton of information that's in there. I wholeheartedly agree with you about folks getting vaccinated, and I'm ready for that vaccination when it's my turn to get it.
Yeah.
And I think it's important for people to get vaccinated, to stay healthy, and to follow all the rules in your Holy Protocol.
Yep. Yeah. Well, great. Thank you, Rob. And yeah, that's it. See, so you hear it from one of my clients who actually was someone that got COVID, and it's not the end of the world. I mean, if you're healthy and you exercise, like you said, then more than likely you'll survive. Thank you. Back again. Sorry. Introduction. Currently, the world is being terrorized by a highly contagious airborne virus, COVID-19. Worldometer has already tabulated over 1,300,000 deaths within 8 months. With no vaccine, this number will continue to rise. In the 1980s, the world changed after the human immunodeficiency virus invaded the sexually active. Now just talking to someone is dangerous. When I started my gym idea, Dr. Holistic Fitness, over 15 years ago, I believe in the one-on-one concept of exercise to have privacy and competition within oneself. Fortunately, I'm also a germaphobe. I've always been aware of the unsanitary conditions in public gyms. It always reached around 6 p.m. when there were close to 100 people working out. This is due to the flora of bacteria in an enclosed space. People will sometimes sneeze and cough. They were certainly the ones who were shedding virus but asymptomatic. During exercise, our body needs oxygen to counterbalance the carbon dioxide byproduct. Inhaled air is also laden with bacteria and viruses. Commercial gyms are vectors for community spread. This is dangerous as being in a hospital or an airplane. Exercise is necessary for wellness. Daily stress breaks down the immune system. Fitness is the ability to perform daily functions optimally and disease-free. Exercise will enhance fitness as well as alleviate stress. Being stuck at home creates anxiety and depression. So exercising in open-air gyms should be an essential activity and business. We must all have a safe place to exercise. Back to COVID-19. Is this virus really going away? I remember when HIV first became an epidemic. People were scared to death. Safe sex practices were established. A complete cure has never been found. Now, antiretroviral or highly active antiretroviral therapy, along with good fitness habits, could get you to an undetectable viral load. For sexually active HIV-negative populations, wearing condoms and taking Truvada or Descovy will decrease the chances of contracting it. According to the Global HIV and AIDS Statistics 2020 fact sheet, 32.7 million people have already died from HIV/AIDS. As we've heard, COVID-19 is somewhat like the influenza virus. They are both comprised of a lipid membrane. Most cases of flu and COVID-19 report a fever. Both can cause pneumonia. There are vaccines to shorten flu symptoms. Tamiflu lessens the duration of influenza A and B symptoms by 1 day. COVID-19 is novel, and scientists are racing to find a legitimate vaccine. Sadly, it is 50 to 100 times more lethal than the seasonal flu. Washing hands with soap and water or using greater than 60% alcohol will inactivate both viruses because it disrupts their lipid membrane. The flu has an incubation period of 1 to 4 days, whereas COVID-19 is 5 to 14 days. So here's the problem. A lot of asymptomatic people are knowingly infecting others. An influenza-infected person will generally spread it to 1.3 people on average, whereas an infected COVID-19 person will infect 2 or 3 more, wrote Cynthia DeMarco of COVID-19 Herd Immunity, 7 Questions and Answered, 2020, July 17. Really, the only solution is to stay home. You must wear a face mask and social distance by 6 feet or more when you are out in public. Will God keep allowing vaccines to prevent death? Mankind has been violating the earth since the Industrial Revolution. Mother Nature will eventually strike back. Some global warming is caused by deforestation. This is clearing land to grow crops in order to fatten livestock, therefore feeding the hungry human beef palate. Consume only natural foods. Scripture says to eat poultry, fish, and soul-grown food. Red meat is not a necessity. Fast and pray. And I'll go ahead and stop there.